So technically, I'm not prepared for today. I don't have any slides. But I wrote a game. I mean, I don't even wrote a game. I just took an old game that we made in 2012 and just improved it a little. And I forgot my remote for my computer, so I will use PlayStation Pad. And yeah, we will see. So my name is Michal Budzynski. I'm originally Polish, but I work in Paris in Firefox OS team at Mozilla. I mean, no, I don't live there. I work there. And so, yeah, if you've been in here since the very beginning, you know already what Firefox OS is, because thanks to Robert Niemann. And wait, I have a cheat sheet in here. X now. OK, yeah, so Mozilla is this company that fights for freedom in the internet and things like that. I also organize On Game Start. That's the first and the biggest so far HTML5 gaming conference in the world. We already had 4 editions, 3 here in Europe, in Poland, 1 in US, in New York. OK, and I will try to talk today about thinking differently on some things and thinking outside the box. I mean, as I said, I'm not really prepared, so I will try to do that. So as I said, I have no slides. So I will just travel through this. OK, I'll try. I'm not a really good gamer. Even if I'm a game developer, I suck in gaming, and playing and talking in the same time is even worse. OK, there is this small, I don't know how to call it, buddy. And so what I want to say at the beginning, there are a couple of quotes that inspire me every time when I think that something is impossible. And there was this guy in US Patent Office around like more than 100 years ago, and he said back then that everything that can be invented has already been invented. And as we probably know, that's not true, because yeah, it was, come on, it was almost 200 years ago. And the second thing, I just improved the respawn algorithm, so it will be easier than previous times. Yeah, my second favorite quote is one made by this random German dude, Albert Einstein. And he said that the secret of creativity is knowing how to hide your sources. So you actually don't need to create new things. You just need to know where to steal them. And I will show you a couple of inspirations. OK, I have a walkthrough in here because I don't know the order of my slides. OK, upstairs. So, blah, blah, blah. It's really relaxing, right? Watching someone playing. And oh, come on. Okay. OK, so I will talk a little bit about handling inputs in HTML5 games. So first of all, like back in the days, we used mostly keyboard, sometimes mouse for games in general. But then, like a couple of years ago, we had those smart mobile phones. And I have no idea, yes, in here. So some guy just get an idea. OK, we have accelerometers, so maybe we can create a game in which you don't need to touch anything or type anything or anything like that. You can just move your phone, and your character will move. OK, today it's not really a big deal, but back then it was kind of huge. Okay, thank you, Doodle Jump. Thank you, Doodle Jump. OK. So yeah, but as I said, that's not really original idea today. Everyone do that. Wait, is it a good slide? It is. So what about geolocation? Like, we have this geolocation API that shows you on your GPS where are you, like exactly your position on the map. And so there was this competition at Mozilla earlier this year called Game On. And the guys that won create the game in which you use your mobile phone. OK. And your friends can see some like zombies trying to kill you on the screen, and you just move around and kill those zombies. So, yeah, wait, and reload your gun and things like that. Yeah, exactly. So, so that's the other way to. That's the other way to handle like game input in the different ways. Okay, and we have the gamepad API, and the gamepad API is what I'm doing now. What I'm using now. It's a way to control your game application, whatever, to connect your browser with your gamepad. And this API sucks. It's the worst API I ever worked with, actually. Like, can you imagine that in Chrome you need to pull, like in every frame, the gamepad object and ask about the state of buttons? I will show you how it looks like. Oh, that's how it looks like. And when I press a button, oh yeah, there is one on the beginning. Great, right? No, like, please don't do things like that. And it works. Okay, it's still better than in Firefox because it just doesn't work in Firefox. But yes, that's not the way you want to write. So I hate this part. Like, okay, yeah, first try. So what about get user media? Do you know what get user media is? Okay, so that's the way to. How many time do I have? Okay. So get user media is a way to use your camera, webcam, or microphone in your browser. So that's the simple game I made a couple of years ago. Okay, yeah, it even works. So those are just puzzles. Like, that's me in here, hello. And you just grab the piece and place it in here. If you don't know where to put a piece, you can cheat like, okay, that. Okay. And yeah, done. And so that's the first example of get user media. So you, wait, okay. So you get the point now. But yes, what about, I didn't expect that, but that's great. I even had the lever editor opened in the new tab just to remove those whatever spikes from there, just in case, because we have just 20 minutes or even less. So we can use get user media also to create personalized, your own characters for the game. Okay, so first of all, if we have the access to the camera, we have access to we can draw the camera stream on the canvas and then run some pixel manipulation stuff and, for example, detect the face. So let's try. Oh, yeah, that's my face. Unfortunately, it is. Yep. So that's the first step. The second one, so we have WebGL in our browsers. WebGL is like, 3D in the browser, so I personally hope that it will be a future of browser gaming. So if you create a 3D model and you want to add some colors or whatever, you need a texture. And that's the texture file. And it used the stream from the camera and put my face where the face should be, right? Okay, so that's the second step. And the third step is we can take the 3D model, do all the math that we did in the previous examples, and calculate where the eyes are, where the nose is, where the mouth is, and just put those elements in like good positions on the 3D model, like that. Okay. Ta-da! And we have our own our own character for our game, right? Yeah, so it's like the next generation of World of Warcraft or League of Legends or whatever. I'm really looking forward for that. If you have a lot of free time, I just inspired you, you can do it in your home. Okay, getting back to this thing. But still, that was just like addition. It wasn't actually a core of the game. It was just creating the new characters. So if we can find a face in a video stream, can we use our heads as game controllers? Can we play a game without keyboard or without the mouse or whatever, and just use head as our controller? And of course we can. Everything can be done in JavaScript, right? I hope so. So that's the simple Pong game. Yeah, and it doesn't work. So give me one more try. Yeah, so the paddle at the bottom moves somehow. The same direction I move my head, oh, or not. Okay, you need to believe me that it worked most of the time. Okay, so if we can use our own face as a game controller, so what about other objects? Because detecting the face on the photo is just like a little bit complex math. Actually, not really complex, but it is some kind of math. So can we detect other objects on the photo, not only our faces? So for example, what about our animals? Like, how many of you had a cat or dog? Okay, I don't see anything because of those lights. I bet that some of you do. So there is this thing called Kittydar. That's the library, JavaScript library for detecting cat heads on the photos. It's really useful, right? Yay, we have cats detected. And it really worked because if there are no cats, it didn't detect any, right? So we made this project together with my friend last year that you can use your cat as your game controller. So you just grab your cat and play your Pong game with your cat. It kind of worked. I mean, the algorithm is really slow, so it needs like almost a second for one frame, so it wasn't really fun. But I mean, it wasn't really fun for the cat as well, because he's not longer in here. Whatever. I don't think I should say things like that. Where next? Wait, I am lost. Okay, here. Yay. Okay, so Get User Media is not only about the video. As I said before, it's also about the audio. So what about controlling your game with your microphone? So this web audio part just landed in Firefox recently, like, I don't even know, a week ago or 2 weeks ago. So, but I really hope it will work now. But, yeah. So first of all, I need to make a test. So please be quiet now for a couple of seconds, okay? Okay. And can you, like, on 3, I will count. Can you all start screaming for a second? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, so the calibration should work. I hope so. Give me a second. Yes, minus 100. OK, so it will work. So I made this simple game. I will explain everything before I will run it. In where you have I just stole some open source game made by Dominik Szablewski, the guy who created Impact.js engine, and I just add my own plugin there. So the character is always running, and when you scream, it jumps. That's, that's the whole idea. So let's try. Shh. No. Jump! Jump! Oh, thank you. Oh. Shh! Jump! Yeah? Yeah. Boo! Yeah, okay. Nah. Oh, that was fun. I didn't expect that. So what other APIs do we have or will have in the near future in the browser or in our desktop Firefox, because the Gecko code base is more or less the same. So, I don't have any idea on how to control your game with your battery status or with FM radio, but maybe I'm not smart enough, and you are in here to... I don't actually know why you're here, but OK, anyway. You can try at home and do something like that. OK, where's the last guy? He's over there. And we'll probably have like shitload of APIs in the future because, yeah, for me, now, everything that could be implemented in the browser has been already implemented in the browser, but it's the same like with this guy 120 years ago, right? OK, so thank you. That's all I wanted to say today. And enjoy the rest of Game.js.